today we'll be discussing everything about the new tax law, and we have members of the Presidential Committee on Tax Reforms and Fiscal Policy. I'm here with the chairman and a member of the committee, and we are ready to let you know and demystify everything about the new tax law. I'd like to thank the Nigerian Revenue Service. I'd like to thank MTN and MYSMEVILLE for supporting this project, and also especially thank the Presidential Committee on Tax Reforms and Fiscal Policy. And I have with me members of that committee, and I'd like them to introduce themselves. Over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Charles. My name is Taiwo Oyedele. I'm the chairman of the Presidential Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform Committee.
Yeah, thank you, DG. My name is Uche Uwaleke. I'm a professor of finance and capital markets at the Masarawa State University, Kefi. I'm also a member of the Presidential Tax and Fiscal Reforms Committee, and I'm someone who is very passionate about growing small businesses.
Thank you so much, professors. I want to thank you profusely for the work that you've done, putting together the new tax law, midwifing it, and navigating all the issues thus far. But I want us to start from the beginning. I remember last year we were having a town hall meeting, and some small businesses raised up their hands to say that they don't want to go into the new year 2026. And I asked them why. And the problem was that they didn't want to start to deal with the new tax law. So I want to ask you, Professor, what informed the introduction of this new tax law? What were the challenges and the problems? And what problems were we trying to solve with this new tax law?
Thank you very much. I think the starting point is to say, what were we trying to fix? Because they say if it's not broken, don't try to fix it. We had a tax system in which we were overtaxing our small businesses. And we know that these small businesses are the engine of growth. They help us cater for our families. They try to find money to send their kids to school. They want to be able to earn a living legitimately. There's no economy that can grow without taking care of the SME sector. So this reform was particularly focused on the SME sector. So make life easier for them, because by making life easier for them, we make life easy for all of us. So this reform essentially, particularly as it relates to small businesses, is to try and allow them to be able to breathe, take away the burden of taxes they've been dealing with, so they have the room to grow. As part of this reform, which is still ongoing, it's also the recognition that many of the SMEs operate in the informal sector. And realistically, they can't keep record, they can't do all those things we're asking, very educated people to do. So we have a regime we call presumptive tax regime that is now being finalized. That simply says that certain businesses, you can't make a lot of money, and therefore you should just be exempted from paying taxes. Like somebody is a vulcanizer, they're cobbler. We also have a tax harmonization law that we have drafted for states to enact for themselves. And this is to address issues of harassment, where some non-state actors will go on the road, physically assault people, trying to collect taxes from them. In a nutshell, I think if there's any group of Nigerians who need to be most excited about the reforms, it has to be the SME.